Hi everyone, it's me, Auntie Kelly Sunflower. So I thought I'd hop on today and do an unboxing and flip through and maybe first impressions of my recent tarot deck. And this is called The Good Karma Tarot, a beginner guide to reading the cards by Kerry Ward. So let's open up this deck and take a look. Okay, so it comes, oh, it's a two-part box, so I can open it. It comes in a lovely two-part box. Let's see what the back of the box says. So it says here, this beginner guide to using tarot is specifically geared for personal guidance and self-development to help you understand your motivations, strengths, talents, and inner wisdom on your journey through life. Whether you are looking for a simple yes or no answer or want a more in-depth analysis of where you are right now or what lies ahead, this tarot offers hopeful and optimistic readings that bring good karma advice to all your decisions and actions. This pack includes 78 major and minor arcana cards and an accompanying 128 guidebook explaining the meanings of each card, plus a section on different ways to lay them out in a spread. So it's got here, Kerry Ward is the first time tarot economist for Cosmopolitan in the UK and the USA and contributes to Soul and Spirit magazine. She writes about tarot, fortune telling, astrology, predictions and forecasts, and all manner of the historic, weird and wonderful. Kerry offers personal tarot readings to worldwide clients as Tarotbella at www.tarotbella.etsy.com. It's a guidebook, and then you get the cards packed into sections. So let's have a look at the guidebook first. So as mentioned, it's 128 pages. That looks like justice, doesn't it? Let's just see if that is the justice card. So it's got a lovely clear contents, and it just outlines all of the major arcana card. Then it talks about the cups, the suit of wands, the suit of swords and the suit of coins. But it talks about working with the deck and acknowledgements. So it gives a good little introduction. Talks about the structure, the history of tarot from origins to modern use. I love the colour of the paper. It's like a bluish paper on black print. Talks about what tarot can do for you. Debunking the myth. There is an awful lot of well-meaning advice and guidance surrounding the tarot, which honestly I have never followed or sometimes even understand. I'm lazy, I'm basic. ICBA with flapping off. There's a lot of misfortune and fear-mongering too, which again I have always ignored. For example, it's got here, tarot is a gateway to the devil, Satanism, Descartes, witchcraft, whatever, bogeyman, blah, 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 myth. Tarot has no evil potence or symbolism and has been used by many cultures and civilizations. Like anything, if a truly evil person is reading your cards, you might not get good news, but this is because they're a nasty piece of work, end of. Okay, so she's going through all the myths here of the tarot. And then she's talking about, you know, how to get started, you know, how to choose your deck, you know, start a journal, read the art of storytelling, etc. Add the court cards, make your own crib sheet. I love the paper of this book. So when she talks about the major arcana, you know, it says a bit about that, but that looks like the Empress, doesn't it, this card here? And then she goes through each card. So for each card, you get the colour illustration, a little phrase about them. So, for example, for the Four, it says, strike out on a path with optimism and enthusiasm. Be true to yourself, turn the page and start anew. Then she's got a blurb about the Four. So she says the meaning. And she's got here it says, in many tarot decks, the Fool is depicted as a vague Bond heading unknowingly towards a dangerous cliff edge. He wears tattooed clothes and carries a small bundle of belongings on a stick, symbolising his untapped potential or past burdens which are not yet weighing him down. A small dog yaps at his feet, maybe his conscience warning him to take care, or perhaps an encouragement to be bold and keep going, no matter what befalls the path ahead. And then she's got a tip here saying that every day is a new beginning. So she does that for each of the cards. A little sentence at the top, an explanation, her summary, and then a good karma tip. So that's for all of the major. Now for the minor arcana, it's a bit shorter. So she does give a blurb about the minor arcana. But for each card, it's not so much. Well, it is actually. So for each card, again, she gives a blurb and the same sort of thing as she's done for the major arcana. So this is the minor arcana. And it looks like each suit is colour coded. So, for example, the cups look like they're blue. The wands look like a pinky kind of colour. Swords are kind of like a yellowish mustardy colour. And the coins are like a greeny earthy colour. So I like that. I like it when things are colour coded. Then it tells you how to work with this deck. Gives a couple of spreads. Well, not a couple of spreads. It gives you advice on spreads. When it tells you how to, what advises you on how to create a spread, shuffle your cards, place your cards, and create a story. So it's quite a nice written book. There's some spreads here. So you've got the week ahead spread. You know, 5 positions. Position 1, the energy around you in the week ahead. Position 2, an opportunity to seize. Position 3, an obstacle to overcome. Position 4, how to help others this week. And position 5, what will change in your life this week. Then she's got the birthday or year ahead spread. Future, love or soulmate spread. Also there's a exes and past relationship spread. That one looks interesting. Career pathway reading. Understanding myself through tarot spread. And then she talks about the art of storytelling in tarot. She gives you some tips and stuff. And then tarot talisman. You can forge a more personal and emotional connection with your cards by using them not only for readings but also as a spiritual talisman. Think of them as cheerleaders in your daily life. Tarot cards have evolved over hundreds of years. Their wisdom is deep and resonant and has been tried and tested on millions of people. There is more experience and emotion among humanity that connects rather than divides us. So bring the tarot collective wisdom into your world. You can use your cards to give you a boost of useful advice and energy at times when you need extra support. Okay, and then she just gives acknowledgements at the back. So that's quite a lovely book. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards now. So before, it's in a 2-part box. Let's just take the cards out. Okay. So if I'm going to compare them to a regular Rider-Waite-Smith card, this one, let's just take one from the back and see the difference. It's an Urbana-Waite deck. So I'd say that they're roughly the same length as a regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but as you can see, a lot wider. The cardstock is a bit on the glossy side, but not overly shiny. And I love the lovely backs. It looks like Ola Keeley, doesn't it? Okay, so let's have a look at these cards and bring the camera a bit more closer so you can see. Okay. So you've got the Fool. It looks like a female Fool or female energied Fool. And I like the fact that the dog is in a basket. Or is it a cat? It's like a dog is in her basket. She's walking along. And this looks like she's walking across a wall. Is it a wall to me? Maybe others will see it differently. So this is the Magician. So I'm wondering if the suits are going to be paintbrushes, pencils or whatever. But this is the Magician. That looks like a ray of light coming across. It's the sparkle across her head. The High Priestess looks like a divination person. Pregnant Empress, so in her garden, in nature. The Emperor looks non-binary. Very nice straight structure. Looks like he's in the city because you've got like city buildings there. The Hierophant. That looks like a mother advising her children. There, offering advice. The Lovers. A Chariot and a motorcycle. Yeah, this was Justice, which I was saying on the box. That's Justice. Not blindfolded, but the fact that the sword is balanced straight, that to me represents trying to weigh things out evenly, you know, with the scales down the bottom. The Hermit is chilling out. It looks like it's in the bedroom or something. Wheel of Fortune. I love the way that the strength is tattooed onto the person's back. You know, embracing your strength with pride or your confidence and stuff. The Hangman. That looks like a ballet pose, doesn't it? Death. You know, half Skeletor, half human. Skeletor hands, probably just, you know, that transition after somebody literally dies. Temperance. That looks like the person's meditating in this picture. The Devil. Oh, I love this Devil card, and the person's really bound. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. So let's move on to the suit of Wands. So you've got the Ace of Wands, you know, offering that olive branch. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. It's interesting because the person is normally facing the water because they're waiting for the things to manifest, but in this picture she's got her back away from the water. It's Four of Wands. Five. Having a disagreement there or difference of opinion. Six of Cups. Seven, determined with their opinion. Eight of Wands. So it is very Rider-Waite-Smithish, but it's just got like a modern kind of like feel to it. Look at the Ten of Wands, completely overburdened. Okay, overloaded. So you've got the Page. This is like someone that's experimenting with food, or trying to. The Knight. The Queen of Wands. I like that her cat's on her shoulder there. And the King of Wands. The way the book was, it looked like every suit was colour-coded, but it doesn't seem to be that in reality. So now moving on to the suit of Cups, you've got the Ace of Cups, The Two of Cups. Three of Cups is chilling together, socializing. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Again, you know, like focusing on all the things that have going wrong, but not looking behind where there could be, you know, hope or a solution. Six of Cups. Thinking back on past memories. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. I like this Eight of Cups because you see how it's actually blocking the path. So even if she was to turn back, that's saying there's no entry back into that emotional situation. You've walked away from it and that's the end of it. Don't try and readdress it. Nine of Cups and 10 of Cups. So you've got the Page, the Knight, looks really chilled there, doesn't he? The Queen and the King. So moving on to the Suit of Swords, you've got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, I like this Two of Swords because it's actually got a pathway as well, you know, giving you guidance on what direction to go. Three of Swords, piercing. It's a nice depiction of the Three of Swords. Four of Swords, meditation, trying to relax. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. This is an interesting Six of Swords because it's like the person's moving away by themselves and overcoming the obstacles. Seven of Swords, sneaky. Eight of Swords. This woman's really bound up. I like my Eight of Swords to have loose bounding so that it shows that it's just like a mental thing and not so much constrained. It's Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords. It's interesting. You know, so I suppose this is saying that how, you know, you can get over this. Just remove that jacket and you can get over this. So you've got the Page, collecting ideas, Knight, Queen of Swords, she looks quite fierce, and the King of Swords, looks quite unconventional. So moving on to the Suit of Coins, you've got the Ace of Coins, the Two of Coins, the Three of Coins, the Four. It's an interesting depiction of the Four of Coins. Five of Coins, Six of Coins, Seven of Coins, Eight of Coins, all lovely sunflowers, Nine of Coins and 10 of Coins. Moving on to the court cards, you have the Page, it's like a student lapping up all that information. The Knight, methodical worker, the Queen of Coins, who looks pregnant in this picture, but I always see the Queen of Coins and the Empress as quite similar personalities. And then you've got the King of Coins. So this is a good karma tarot. Let me see how these cards shuffle. I'm going to shuffle now. They shuffle okay. I can't wait to start working with them. A bit on the shiny side, you know, but very modern, very Rider-Waite Smithish. And that's all I can say for now until I start working with them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.